Week 12 examines research methodologies for social and emotional learning interventions in special education, with attention to how rigorous evidence is generated, interpreted, and applied in practice. The work connects theory, research, and field-based decision-making across the continuum, from early intervention to transition services. The central question is not simply whether an intervention works, but for whom, under what conditions, and with what outcomes that matter educationally, socially, and ethically. Single-case design is especially valuable in special education because it allows intensive analysis of change within an individual learner or small number of participants. Through repeated measurement, baseline comparison, and systematic manipulation of an intervention, researchers can establish functional relations between SEL supports and observed behavior. Visual displays of level, trend, and variability help interpret patterns over time. Designs such as ABAB, multiple baseline, and alternating treatments are particularly useful when researchers seek responsiveness to individualized instruction, self-regulation supports, or peer-mediated interventions. Group design intervention research complements single-case methods by testing SEL strategies across larger samples and enabling statistical comparison between treatment and control conditions. Randomized controlled trials, quasi-experimental studies, and cluster designs offer stronger generalizability when implemented with adequate fidelity and appropriate outcome measures. In special education, however, group designs must account for heterogeneity, dosage, comorbidity, and contextual variation. High-quality studies therefore report effect sizes, attrition, implementation fidelity, and subgroup outcomes, not merely statistical significance. Qualitative inquiry adds another dimension by examining the lived social and emotional experiences of students, families, and educators. Through interviews, observations, focus groups, and narrative analysis, researchers can understand how learners experience belonging, stigma, anxiety, identity, and resilience within school environments. This approach is essential when quantitative outcomes alone cannot explain why an intervention succeeds, fails, or is unevenly received. Qualitative evidence also centers voice, culture, and context, which is critical for equitable special education practice. Taken together, SEL research methods require alignment among the research questions, methodology, and the broader school context. Strong methodology includes clear operational definitions, valid and reliable measures, culturally responsive design, and attention to implementation integrity. The most persuasive scholarship integrates multiple methods, allowing researchers to document both measurable change and meaningful human experience. In special education, methodological rigor is not only a technical standard, it is a commitment to evidence that improves access, participation, and well-being for diverse learners.